Welcome to Phillips Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, as we get set for a Southwest Division matchup between the Atlanta Hawks and the Charlotte Bobcats. I'm Mike Breen. Joining alongside me, as always, Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. And we're just moments away from the opening tip. Let's check out the starting lineups presented by T-Mobile. All right, as this game gets underway, what's the key to success for Atlanta here tonight?
When you're playing against Steven Jackson, the thing you want to watch out for, you don't want to give him open looks because he has a history of heating up, and when he does, he's an awfully tough matchup.
And I think you're so right, because in transition, you've always got to locate where he's at. He loves the transition three-point jump shot, whether it's off the pass or he's dribbling it up. You've got to take that away from him. And then again, like all the very good scorers in this league, keep him off the free throw line. Make him take tough contested two-point jump shot.
Jackson jump shot. Bang! Hits from downtown. Gerald Wallace with the excellent feed. Marvin Williams with the ball. Bibby from three-point land and misses his first shot tonight. To Smith, backing his way down in the post. Smith jump shot off the mark. Gerald Wallace with the ball in possession. Shoots it for two. Misfires. To Johnson. Dangerous pass, almost a steal. Fires with two on the 24. And Joe Johnson with a bucket. Wallace coming across. To Augustine. Jackson. To Dampier. Throws it down.
Solid move, solid basket.
Williams against Wallace. To Johnson. Smith for two, shoots away. Touch there, not this time. To Wallace. Augustine. To Dampier. Wallace against Williams. Dampier firing again. Puts it in. A two-pointer to Williams. Bibby, three-point attempt. Misfires from long distance. To Wallace. He shoots. Shot won't go.
Even great shooters are distracted by a great closeout and a hard contest.
To Johnson. Gets to the rim and scores. To Wallace. Whistle blows. It's a foul against the Hawks. That's only their first foul in the last 2 minutes, but the next one, and they'll be in the penalty. To Diao. For two. Smith the rebound.
Defend, defend, defend. Never give in. Good contest, good closeout. This is the type of defense that they must play.
To Smith. Horford stops on a dime and pulls up. Two-pointer won't go. To Wallace. Diao. Wallace jump shot. Can hit. Augustine to Wallace. Puts it up. And there's the foul called against the Hawks. Now they're over the limit, and that means free throws. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after he misses the first. Crawford against Jackson. They work it around the perimeter. Playing inside out. Comes off the screen to the basket and scores. Nice touch. Pulls up. That's good. Had his foot on the line. A long two-pointer. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Atlanta down by 4.
So first quarter complete, about to begin quarter number 2. A little bit of a feeling out process.
Well, you're right, Mike. You know, sometimes you don't get a real good grasp on how the game's going to go, but it was well played by both teams. Close, competitive game.
I thought solid early on, initially offensively. Teams got involved, inside-outside attack, creating something that's going to pay dividends down the stretch.
Out of bounds. Charlotte's offense and teamwork has been sensational so far tonight.
This is when this offense is clicking best, when other guys are involved. It's not based on the star system, it's based on the team system. A thing of beauty watching this team share the basketball and getting results.
Able to knock it down, and it's a 6-point lead for Charlotte. To Crawford. Puts it in off the penetration.
You need guys who can beat their man off the dribble and finish at the basket.
To Thomas, looking for low post position. Thomas for 2. It's good.
You can tell this guy had his mind made up. I'm getting to the paint, and I'm going to score.
Crawford jumper knocks it down. Atlanta shooting 38% from the field. To the rim. Lots of contact and puts it in. Quick feedback. To Smith. Puts it up for 2. And Tyrus Thomas with more good effort, forcing that tough shot. Oh, excellent screen. He's left open and fires away. Gets it to go. Long two-pointer. Under pressure. That's a 2. Looks to put it back up again. Gets it to go. Charlotte up by 8.
You work on that shot every day in practice. Pushing the ball full steam ahead and then stopping and knocking down the J.
To Smith. To the basket. Won't go. To Thomas. He puts it up. Misses the 2. Pretty pull-up, open shot. Knocks it down. That's a 2-pointer. Charlotte shooting 64% from the field. To Smith. Oh, he shoots it. Can't connect.
Sometimes NBA players play the score, not the game. Good defense right there by playing the game the way it should be played defensively.
Oh, nice fadeaway. Can't knock it down. To Smith. Gets it up for 2. And Josh Smith with a jumper gets it to go. It's blocked. There's the pick. He loses control of it. Slams it home.
Because of the switch of the pick and roll, now there's a mismatch. Everybody out of my way, I'm going to the cup.
To the basket, flips it up, out of bounds. Whistle sounds, it'll be Hawks ball. Larry Drews making a few substitutions. To Johnson. Bibby puts it in. The Hawks with their first 3 of the game. That's it for the first half. Atlanta down by 3. Stay with us for more NBA on ESPN Saturday after halftime. Welcome back to Phillips Arena for the second half. As you're joining us, along with Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson, Mike Breen on hand. Atlanta's in another close ball game as we get set to start for the second half, but they did some nice things in that first half.
They're down, but they're in good position. I like what they did defensively in establishing a tone going into the second half.
I think you got to make the adjustment. At some point, you got to realize, how could this team that I'm facing hurt me most? And you got to take that away from them. Right now, that's the ultimate challenge of trying to win this ball game.
Charlotte's having no problem putting up the points here tonight.
Yeah, this has really been an impressive night so far. From an offensive standpoint, you're not going to see it get much better than this. Sharing the ball, executing, shooting the ball exceptionally well. This is great NBA offense on display here this evening.
To Wallace. Great defense. He can't find his way past. Wallace. Quick rebound by Smith. Crawford moves into the front court. Passes it right back. Crawford against Jackson. To Bibby. From deep in the corner. Won't go from three-point range.
In a close game like this, you want to win ball games by making the defense work. And you do that by moving the basketball and not taking bad shots.
Jackson for 2, lets it go. To Johnson. for two. Off the mark. Still no field goals so far in the third quarter. Augustine against Bibby. Falling away, puts it up, knocks it down for two. Bibby into the front court. To Johnson. Crawford. With 3 seconds, he puts it up from downtown. Wallace against Johnson. To Jackson. Shot clock down to 6. Jackson fires with 1 left on the clock. Oh, he blocks it, but that's a goaltend. Bibby against Augustine. To Crawford. Fires as the shot clock expires. Knocks it down. A 2-pointer. The Hawks down by 7.
That's a big-time shot from a big-time player.
Augustine the jumper. That's good for 2. Charlotte shooting 51% from the field in tonight's game. To Johnson. Horford takes another shot. And Al Horford with a 2-pointer.
Defensive pressure in the paint. High active hands.
Augustine against Bibby. To Jackson. And they turn it over. To Johnson. Goes to the pull-up. Dampier the rebound.
Hey, you're not a one-man team. You've got to spread the ball around so that you can get better shots than that. A coach cannot stand for those type of shots.
Gets through the traffic and able to finish.
You know, sometimes there's nothing you can do. They switch to pick and roll. Good defense, just better offense.
Ball knocked out of his hands. Puts it up. Won't go. And they can't extend the lead into double figures. Almost a costly turnover. Nearly picked off. Puts it up from three-point land. Knocks down the jumper.
Hey, if you're not there on the catch, he's going to rise up and stick it because he's got one of the quickest releases in the NBA.
The screen is set. Horford fires away. Knocks down the jumper. Wallace against Johnson. Looking for the screen. He fires. And the third quarter comes to an end. Atlanta down by 10.
The home crowd restless as we head to the fourth quarter. Their team has not performed well, but it still has a chance for a nice comeback here.
Well, disappointing ball game, but probably need one of your rules, a half-court shot, and then it'd be tied again, right?
Well, I like that rule, but they haven't done it yet. But what's even better odds is to work on the defensive end of the floor and then push the ball, attack them.
Jackson bringing it up here to Wallace. Fires away for two. Misses that one. To Bibby. Shoots the three. Jackson the rebound.
That's just a bad play. That's not what he does best. Taking that type of shot in this situation, that'll put you in position to lose.
Jackson against Crawford. Wallace. Lets it go. Can't connect. Fourth quarter still without a field goal. Crawford bringing it up to Johnson. Bibby for three off the catch and shoot, and that's his 8th rebound of the game. To Wallace. Dampier. Shot clock is down to 3. Blocked. Crawford against Jackson. Fires for 3. Won't go, and they're still looking for their first field goal of the fourth quarter. To Crawford. Lets it go. Wallace the rebound. Oh, pretty move. Oh, and a gorgeous move from Gerald Wallace.
I like when teams continue to milk what is working. Here, again, pick and roll basketball. They get the switch they want, and then they exploit the switch by having the ball handler beat his man off the dribble and finish at the rim.
To Dampier. Puts it up for 2. Gets it to go. 14-point lead for the Bobcats.
You got to love the ability to finish in traffic. In the paint area, skillful enough to still get a wide open look.
To Bibby. Quick release for 3. Jackson the rebound. Can't connect. Fourth quarter still without a field goal. Jackson jump shot. Able to put it in. The pass is deflected, and they get the turnover. Wallace against Johnson. To Augustine. Dampier. Wallace fires with 2 on the 24, and that won't go. Pulls up from downtown, knocks down the three-pointer. Atlanta's 2 for 12 from outside.
Outstanding read of taking what the defense gives you. Normally in a fast break opportunity, you want to get to the cup. That time, settling for the 3 and knocking down the long ball.
Diao pulls up with a shot. It's good. A 2-pointer. To Crawford. Johnson, he got a piece of it. And it's a turnover. The perfect dish. Stops on a dime, pulls up for the shot. Here's the pick. Ball loose again. This one's over. The #1 factor tonight couldn't control the boards as they lose to the Charlotte Bobcats by a score of 43-28. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. For Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying join us next time, and good night from Atlanta.